NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Into the front court, it's Irving. They trail by 2. 4-3. Not getting the bounce. To George. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Subbing in for the Brooklyn Nets.
George. Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second to 3 is good. 3 for 3. Nice. Kyrie across the timeline. 5-point game. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Leonard to Paul George. Nice pass to get things going.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverley. So the Nets hold on to the possession. Irving. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 5. Tough shot. Well defended. Paul George. Curling inside to Beverley. George. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard.
Watch that cutter.
Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Irving with the basketball. They're down 3. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken in by George. Leonard. That's how you defend. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 7,
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
And he makes them both. George to Leonard. And the finish, slam dunk.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Kevin Durant has it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. To George. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Leonard. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. Fires the three. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
To Jordan.
Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Fires the three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Paul George. Kevin Durant tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
I got ball, I got ball. That's me. I got ball.
To Irving. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's Brooklyn's ball.
Here we go, my ball, my ball.
Durant, deep right corner for three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Brooklyn's got it.
Here we go.
Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
The assist from number 31, Jared Allen.
Paul George to Beverly. To George. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
It's an hour silent auction. Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Here comes some changes. Kenny Atkinson turning to his reserves. Dinwiddie into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. To Jordan. Wide open look, won't go. Gets it in the left corner. Durant, tough shot. He hits. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Deep left corner from long range. He's got it for three.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
George. A pass stolen by the Nets. Nice pass to set things up. Durant. No good. To Paul George. Paul George. 3 for 6 now.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Durant matched up with Paul George. Curling inside, he gets it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Get back, get back.
Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Paul George, 4 out of 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Durant, tough matchup against George. 4-3. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Match up, match up, match up.
It's a big finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Durant. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Shot from the lane won't go. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Into the game.
Oh, he had it.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. All tied as we march towards halftime. Durant. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Now hold the penalty.
George. Great defense, forcing the miss. Irving into the front court. Up by 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Leonard.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Deep three at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Leonard, it's good, and the foul, and he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
I got ball.
Oh, whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Team foul number 1. Everybody clap your hands.
Irving, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. Baseline drive. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Here's a chance from long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Beverly. Can't miss those. Durant with the basketball up top. Our score all even in this third quarter. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
And stuffs it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Kyrie with the rock. To Dinwiddie. KD for 2. And the Clippers have the rebound. And finishes strong.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Tie game, third quarter. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kyrie Irving makes good from beyond the arc.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Clippers have it.
Neck and neck, they couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Leonard knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Durant. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Paul George to Leonard. And the basket good at the rim.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Knock loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Couldn't keep it in. Out of Spencer Dinwiddie. LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. To George. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Nets have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Irving. Oh, that's how it's done.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving to Durant. Knocked loose. Durant trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Irving, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
George to the basket, but it won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Irving. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Durant. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Kyrie across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. Lets it fly from beyond the arc to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Kawhi Leonard against KD.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Well, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Fires the three, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Durant lets it fly, and he hits.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 9-point lead. Fires the three. Now that's a contest. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Great dish to set it up. For 3, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Jordan. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Durant, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead is 12. He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Durant. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Beverly into the front court. His guys down big to George. The drive right to the basket. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Irving.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Clippers have got it. Slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode,
throws it down off the alley-oop pass. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.